All right, so I figured we'd start on the left side of the table and work our way to the right. So first, let's cover the sticks. These are Lone Wolf Custom Gear Minis. They are an alternating step stick. So once you put your stick on the tree, you decide which foot you want to start with, and then you bend the step the corresponding way. They attach really cool. They're a proprietary system to Lone Wolf Custom Gear stands. They have rubber grommets that press into each other. So the sticks are very, very compact. I mean, that is two sticks right there. Really, really cool. And then they attach to the stand in the same fashion with J-hooks. I have four of these here. I'm probably only going to run two, maybe three, but I have the availability to run four. And how they pack and how they go together is very, very compact and so streamlined that you can hardly tell they're on there. I was running Shakar sticks before. They really were compact, the Shakars were, but they are not as compact as these. So I'm really excited for that. So let's cover the stand next. So new to my arsenal this year, I went with the Ranger hybrid platform from Lone Wolf Custom Gear. So as a saddle hunter and a traditional hunter, I have always been plagued with the pros and cons of a stand setup versus a saddle and platform setup. And I'll explain that. So I've always found, and this is all based around traditional archery, compound, it does not matter. You can get away with just about anything with the smallest platform of a saddle and a compound bow. But for traditional, you have to keep in mind of clearance of the bow and whatnot. So I found that the platform industry was getting smaller and smaller, which for us as the hunter would put our feet closer to the tree. That's not really good for clearance when it comes to traditional bows. So I find that the Ranger platform lets me get my feet away from the tree, and it allows me and opens up a lot more opportunity for shot angle. It presents more shots with a traditional bow, and it adds the bonus perk of having a seat on there. So if I get tired and I want to turn around and sit down, or I just want to spread my legs and hug the tree and sit down, I have that availability to take the pressure off my legs. So I'm using the Ranger hybrid platform this year. Really, really cool. I'm going to show you how it works here in a minute with the sticks, and I'm going to climb a tree for you after I cover the rest of the gear. So next up is the Marsupial Bino harness. I love this harness for how compact it is. I've ran Bino harnesses in the past that I didn't really like. They kind of got in the way. The Marsupial is not so bad. It's probably the best I've found so far. I added a rangefinder pouch to this one where everything is just in reach, and I like the magnetic attachments of this Bino harness over a flap with a button or a hook or anything like that, because I can just bend it down like that while I'm in the tree, and my binos are easy access, and I don't have to fight and fidget to get to them. So this year for binos, I am running the new Hawk series. They are the Frontier EDX. These are the 8x32s. I wanted a little bit bigger field of view, and the crispness and clearness of these glass is crazy good. For a $420, $30 bino, I've put them right next to Vortexes in the same price range, and I can tell a good difference in how clear the glass is. So I'm really excited to get these and put these to use in the woods this year. For my rangefinder option, I've been running the old tried and true Leupold. It's the RX full draw DNA. It has the range or the angle compensation. This has been a very solid piece of equipment I've ran for a couple of years now, and I don't see myself changing, as I don't see a need to. But for bino harnesses and glass and carrying that stuff in the woods, the Marsupial bino harness is crazy good for that. I can put my tab in the front pocket. That way it's always ready and with me as I'm climbing the tree, and I don't have to keep it on my hand and risk dropping it out. I have my windicator stuff right here, so I'm always knowing which way the wind's blowing. Very good piece of equipment. Also, for the last couple of years, ever since really the inception of this, I have been running a Push Archery Alpha Pack as my hunting pack. It's my 3D bow pack. It's a do-it-all type of situation here. So it's just a very good construction overbuilt actually for what it is, with just enough space in it to get what you need in the woods without overpacking, right? And so this is really good for those 3-4 hour sits that you're going to go out there and you're not going to be there all day. That's the only downside I've seen to this, is like if I wanted to carry food or more water, maybe for like those 6, 7 or hour sits or like all day sits. I was just kind of pressed for room. So I wanted a better option, and the push answered the question. They come out with their Ridge Runner pack. So this is a haversack style pack. It's like a crossbody sling pack that you put on. So you can put this on, attach it to your leg, and walk in the woods, and the strap slides so it kind of moves with you where it won't bind you up and hang up. I probably won't wear it like this option. What I'm going to do with it is I'm going to attach it to my stand as I walk in, and then I'll hang it in the tree when I get in the tree. But if I wanted to wear it in, by all rights, I could. If I was just stand hunting and wasn't saddle hunting with all that, I probably would wear it in this option. But since I'm wearing a saddle and whatnot, I'm probably going to just put it on the stand itself and carry it in that way. The Ridge Runner has twice the space as the Alpha Pack. So you can actually zip up 2 full Nalgene bottles in this and zip it up and still have room in it. It has a very, very big quiver pack, or I call it anything's pack back here. So I'll put tree tethers in it, lineman's rope, whatever the case may be. If I can't fit it in my dump pouch on my saddle, it can go in here, and I can have this whole pack right here for things that I might not want to get wet. Possibly it's not waterproof, but walking through like tall weeds and stuff, it's not going to get your stuff soaking wet in the zipped up pack. It has very good accessory straps here that you can strap jackets to, camera arms, anything of that nature. So the Ridge Runner pack, I'm going to run it this year, put it through its paces, and let the Alpha pack be more of the backyard practice 3D competition pack. So I'm excited to put that piece of equipment together and in use this year and get it in the rotation and see how it works out. All right, now for one of the most important pieces of equipment is the saddle. Which saddle am I running this year? Well, I run this last year, and I'm going to run it again this year. It's the TX5 Lonestar saddle, custom gear. It is very, very good built, USA built. The size I wear on this is a large. Saddles, as they were, are very, I don't know how they're going to go with technology on these things. I mean, they've built them to a point now where I don't know where they're going to go. I don't know how they're going to get any better. And this is no exception. It is very comfortable while you're up in the tree. It has the Cobra buckles. Is the only piece of metal between that and the leg straps are Cobra, so you're guaranteed they're not gonna break on you. Something else is gonna fail before these buckles will. The bridge is Oplux, or 8mm Oplux, with a Prusik tender, so you can adjust your bridge length to whatever you need to. And I'm running 1 dump pouch on here with it holds my lineman's belt, and it holds, or my tree tether rather, and it holds my bow hanger. So I'm going to break here. I'm going to put all this together as it would be if I'm walking in the tree or walking into the woods. And I'm going to go out here, and we're going to do a mock climb and show you how we put all this to use. All right, I wanted to kind of show you how the sticks go on the stand and how they're a proprietary system. And in my opinion, that's the way to go. So we use these 2 pieces of equipment called J-hooks. And what they'll do is they'll weasel down in between the slots on the sticks, and then we'll hook to the stand. So first, what I'm going to do is you always want to have your stick top to the head of the platform and then out. So you want your grommets to push into the holes in the stand platform, or I guess you would call it a saddle platform. So I'm going to put those in there like that. They just push in really easy. Then you'll take your J-hook, find the nearest cross member on the platform, and I'm going to push this down through both. I'm going to hook it, and I'm simply going to tighten the nut on the J-hook. Do the other side the same way. So I'm going to top of the stick up and out, and then I'm going to fish this into the holes. This is going to make getting in and out of the woods so much quicker. So my closest member's right here. So I'm going to fish this J-hook down and under. Tighten that down. And that is as simple as it is. You have 4 sticks on your platform. No noise. Took me a minute maybe talking. That's the coolest thing about this whole system. All right, let's go climb a tree. Okay, so this is going to be in real time. I'm not going to try to speed climb. I'm going to try to be as I would if I go in the woods. So I'm going to take my time. I'm going to do it safe. And I'm going to show you how I climb the tree with the equipment that I have. And to keep in mind, this is the second time I've climbed with these sticks. At this point, I would put my pack back on my stand to climb, but I'm not, or I would attach it to my pull rope, but I'm not going to do that today. My lineman's rope would go on at this point. So I use daisy chains, but I attach them in a trucker style hitch. So I'll go around the Versa button, I'll find a close hole, and I'll feed the daisy chain back up through. It's a little slower to attach to the tree, but you'll never get a kick out. So once I get it through the hole, I'll pull it, go back around again, and I'll tie a half hitch. You can go around a couple times if you want to. That thing is solid. So I'm going to step with my aider, left foot first. So I'm going to pull that down, and so I'll have an alternating step. Once I get on this first stick, I then put my lineman's belt on. That's just how I do it. You don't have to. All right, once I get that set, I'll get a little weight. Got my lineman's belt, make sure I'm attached. Now I can put weight in it. Now it's time for the second stick. I always use my stick with the aiders first. That didn't work out. I see. Okay, so if I was climbing this tree, I know how the deer move in my backyard. They come right through here and then right back here. So I would probably go one more stick high, and which is what I'm going to do, and then I'll hang my platform. Because right now I am probably roughly, I think that's a 17 or 18 foot ladder stand. So I'm about 15 foot with two sticks, which honestly is probably plenty. But we're testing out the equipment together. That's okay. And that's hunting height right there. That's 3 sticks. I'll probably never go over that, I don't think, unless I was at a steep ridge or something like that. But I have a very rock solid platform right here. You cam these Lone Wolf Custom Gear products over, and it is gonna not move a bit. I'll be honest, I don't know how good I like those alternating step sticks. When them 2 double Lone Wolf sticks get here, I'll be able to compare apples to apples, and I'll see how I like one over the other, and which one I like will stay, and the other ones will get sold. So anyway, I feel very, very safe, confident, and comfortable in this setup. I'm running a tether with like a modified Prusik with a tether. So if I want to let pressure off, I just kind of tend it down. Then when I want to take the distance up, I just pull up, and it tends that right back up. So this is my second climb of the year. I've been kind of lazy with that. Usually I climb way more than this, but I mean, you see the mobility of this part right here. So trad bow left hand, I have everything here, and then I'd have to turn. You can even stand in these and get all these kind of shots. So that is because the platform has such a wide base. When I want to sit down, all I got to simply do, and this is how I do it, I just pull that seat down, pull my tether down a little bit, and I'm sitting, and it's very comfortable. I could basically go to sleep here. Quit looking at my butt. Get ready for the shot. I can pull the seat up. This pad flips over like that, and then I can put my knees in this pad, and I can sit here comfortably as well. So a lot of options for this Ranger hybrid platform and saddle hunting for traditional bows. I have all the shots I want, almost 180 right here. I can come around behind the tree here, step on my stick. I can get back here behind the tree a lot. I can go as far around as I need to. So there you have it. I'm going to descend the tree now. I'm not going to film that because it's always ugly. I hate heights. So that's why I like to saddle hunt. I like to make sure that I'm connected all the time up and down the tree. If you have any questions, any concerns, any comments, anything like that, just let me know. I'll be as honest as I can be. It's Paul signing out. Y'all shoot straight. God bless.
Come join us for more traditional and hunting content. If you like what you've seen here, please like and subscribe and share with a friend. I appreciate your support. Stick and String Life out.